I got the moves. I got the moves. I'm making moves. You gotta move. You gotta make the city move. Like, whoa. I make the city move. I got the move.
Man, I don't even know what to say. There's so many feelings going through me right now, so I'm just going to vent out everything in this video. The Rockets just lost Game 6 to the Golden State Warriors, who are missing their biggest star and Steph Curry for half a game. And I just feel the need to make this video because A, it's my team, and B, I want to give my thoughts on what the Rockets need to do in the future from an unbiased standpoint, because what has just happened is completely unacceptable in my eyes. So if you enjoy the video, be sure to subscribe for more NBA content. But with that being said, let's look at the Houston Rockets. Let's start off with Game 6 and what went wrong. As we all know, Durant went down with an injury midway through Game 5, and that sparked some hope for Rockets fans. Durant was the Warriors' leading scorer by far in the playoffs, and with him gone for the remainder of the series, there was a chance the Rockets could take it to 7 games and maybe even win the series. So, Game 6 rolls around and it's an okay start for Houston. At the half, it's a tie game, Harden's playing well, and the Rockets have got Curry in foul trouble, and he hasn't even hit the scoreboard yet. Rockets play well again in the third and go into the final quarter with a 5-point lead. But then Curry goes off, dropping 23 points in the final quarter and overcoming the Rockets' deficit for the Warriors to win the game by 5. He could not be stopped. And another major problem I noticed during this game and throughout the series for the Rockets was the number of offensive rebounds the Warriors were grabbing. In this game, 10 of their 35 rebounds were offensive boards, and the Rockets could not stop the bench players this game too. They had the Warriors start in a slump the first half, but it didn't matter because they allowed the bench players to play so well. The Warriors had 33 points off the bench, the Rockets only had 17, so Golden State basically doubled them there. The Rockets had so many opportunities to put this game away or to jump out to a big lead, but it never happened. Harden played a great game. If you say he choked in this game, you're lying to yourself, because dropping 35 points on pretty good efficiency is not a choke. He shot 5 for 8 in the final quarter, and it just wasn't enough to get over the top of Curry's brilliant final quarter. Not a choke. Chris Paul too also played his heart out, dropping 27. I don't want to hear any choke calls on these players because they did not choke. They were just outplayed. It's as simple as that. No, this does not mean there are any excuses for this team. This should have been a win. They should have forced a Game 7. The opportunity was right there. But as they say, never underestimate the heart of a champion, and the Warriors proved that tonight. I feel bad for Chris Paul too. He put so much effort into this game and his career, and it's looking like he'll go down ringless and MVP list at the end of his career, and that's really sad to see. But what's next for the Rockets? Do the Rockets run it back? In my opinion, I think they should, because the last 2 seasons, they have been so close to overcoming the Warriors, and both times have just fallen short. It's really unfortunate for Rockets fans because this was the year. These last 2 years have been the prime opportunity to beat the Warriors and go on a championship run, but unfortunately, I think their time is up, or at least very close to being. Chris Paul is getting older and older, and unless they find some better players to surround James Harden, this could be the end of deep playoff runs by the Rockets. So, I do think they need to run it back. They just need to upgrade their bench. I said that at the start of the series, the Rockets don't have the greatest depth, and it really showed in Game 6. Their bench was completely destroyed by the Warriors, so it's clear it needs upgrading. And that's all I can honestly think to say. I know this video isn't going to be too long, but I just needed to vent out my thoughts on the Rockets and this game. There isn't much they can do, and blowing things up seems extremely irrational, so there's not much else for me to say on this topic. All I can really say is this. No one choked in this series, nor Game 6, so don't come at me with that rubbish in the comments. The Rockets were simply outplayed by a former MVP and a group of players that have won a championship before, so let's not forget that. But in the end, the Rockets are going to end up like the 2002 Kings or 2013 Pacers, great teams not great enough to overcome the greatest. They will just become another afterthought in one of the NBA's greatest dynasties. But what do you guys think about this? What are your thoughts of Game 6 and the Rockets? What do they do moving forward? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to drop it a like and subscribe. But with that being said, I am out. Peace.